Ajit Pawar has joined forces with Fadnavis, and the big development today has been that Sharad Pawar has addressed a public meeting, and well, the Pawar camp has also moved disqualification pleas against 8 rebel MLAs and Ajit Pawar. But what really was the inside story? What was Ajit Pawar's thinking behind this coup? Megha is joining us in studio for that. Megha, you have exclusive details on what actually went behind this coup, because it's not just it's not something that happened in a day or two. It was brewing for a while now, isn't it?
Well, absolutely, Vedant, this was coming, and I think everybody and anybody who has closely watched Maharashtra, and of course the leaders, they're cutting across all party lines. It's not as if only the NCP members or leaders saw this coming. I think both the Congress, the Uddhav Thackeray faction, the BJP, of course, being in the middle of it, the key stakeholder, the orchestrator, many would say, everybody saw this coming, that Ajit Pawar, perhaps was just waiting for the right time to move out. But like you said, Vedant, the political crisis, I would rather call this a political chaos. It's a chaos that's going on. There is no crisis as far as the government is concerned. The government's stable. Actually, they really did not even need these numbers to ensure furthermore their stability. They are absolutely fine, and yet this has happened. So clearly, the faction of Mr. Ajit Pawar was ready and waiting to move out. Now, the information in the story that we are putting out here, Vedant, is very, very interesting. I am being told that for the last several months, and this is something that I would personally also have information of, that for the last several months that Mr. Ajit Pawar had been speaking to the people within the party. People, when I say, are the MLAs, the MLCs and the Member of Parliament who are there in his party belonging to the NCP, those who have been supporting him or of course had been seen to be close to Mr. Ajit Pawar, the ones who actually considered Ajit to be the next in line after Mr. Sharad Pawar. The problem, of course, is quite simple for the world to know and see. He wanted to be the man to whom the baton, at least as far as Maharashtra is concerned, was passed on. That didn't happen. Ajit had been sulking and upset and angry for quite some time, and we had seen all of this play out in the media also. So he was basically preparing his ground, with the people who have been supporting him within the party. That's one. Number two is that this is actually the third time that Ajit Pawar has attempted to move out. Before this, when he did this, when he was very, very close to breaking the party, is the time when Mr. Sharad Pawar actually used that opportunity to weave a drama around it. And it was, that the entire resignation of his that played out in the media was the time when Ajit Pawar was planning to get out of and take a major faction from within the party towards the BJP. Mr. Sharad Pawar got a whiff of it, is what we've been told. And, to basically nip it in the bud, he sat down with all of these leaders. He sat down with Ajit Pawar, with Ms. Supriya Sule, with Mr. Praful Patel. All of them were taken into confidence. He told them that I will tender my resignation. I will let the baton pass on to you guys, to the new generation. If you think, because of each one of them, Supriya Sule, I'm not absolutely sure. But when it came to Ajit Pawar, Praful Patel, they had been saying that it was time for them to go and join hands with the BJP. He said that I will let you people then take a decision and let us send the message to the cadre that the newer generation in the party feels that it is more beneficial for them to go towards the BJP. I will stay out of it. You guys take it forward from there. And they believed him. But what really happened after that was that Mr. Sharad Pawar did resign as per the plan. He went ahead, he resigned. It was a shock resignation. There were people who were close to him who were not in on this plan. They were all taken aback. There was a lot of reaction to it. And finally, much to the surprise and shock of both Mr. Ajit Pawar and, Mr. Praful Patel, he actually withdrew the resignation, which was not the plan. And that is when, they all felt, the Ajit Pawar camp felt, which included Mr. Praful Patel, Chhagan Bhujbal, Dilip Walse Patil, people who've been very, very close to Mr. Pawar, that they have been played. And that Mr. Sharad Pawar actually did not stick to what he had said or what he'd promised. And so, what happened after that? they renewed their efforts. They renewed their efforts to get back to all the people who were willing to come out and, break away from the NCP with Mr. Ajit Pawar. And then that renewed attempt has resulted in what we saw play in Raj Bhavan yesterday. I don't think even till 1:30 anybody had any idea of what was going on. And of course, in the center of it all is the Bharatiya Janata Party. Bharatiya Janata Party, I don't think has ever denied whenever I've had a conversation that they are not in touch with Ajit. They've always been in touch with Ajit, Praful Patel. It was a known thing in Maharashtra also that the friendship is also there, and they have always been in conversation. Mr. Sharad Pawar must have seen this coming, but he really did not know about yesterday's developments, is what I have been told. That yesterday, of course, the larger picture, everybody knew that Ajit Pawar is very upset. He wants to move out. He's not been, he's been handed over a very, very raw deal. He obviously expected him to be named as the leader as far as Maharashtra is concerned, and that didn't happen. So this would cause a reaction. But the way it happened yesterday, we are told that Mr. Sharad Pawar did not have any inkling of this, and especially people who have stuck around with him, they did not know what was coming. A major faction, 41 of them moving out, MLAs out of 53, is a huge development, right? And yet, right from under the nose of Mr. Sharad Pawar, this happens, and he really did not get to know. And that is why you are seeing this backlash. You're seeing the reactions that are coming in from Mr. Sharad Pawar today. But he's saying that we will show them their place. And of course, they are now wanting to go for the disqualification, etc., etc. That sort of a fight and a backlash is going to happen. But the fact still remains that you have 41 MLAs at this moment who have decided to side with Mr. Ajit Pawar, go and join hands with the Bharatiya Janata Party. But this space needs to be watched, because there would be more developments in the next few days from what we have been able to pick up. Big developments coming, and let's see how the story unfolds, in Supriya Sule's words.